Let's go.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington.
All right. I would love this.
We do, of course, Rick, every week get thousands of emails. Emily from New York has asked Karl this. Karl, if you were on a sinking ship or you were in a burning building and you were with myself and Ricky, but you could only save one of us. I don't know why that's the case, but you can only save one of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would you save? Would it be Ricky or would it be me?
I think it's a two-man dinghy.
Right, okay.
Possibly. And we're trapped, and he knows that if he stays there to get both our legs out from under this thing...
The girder.
Yeah, he dies. So he's got room, he's got time to save one.
Look at him.
It's obviously me.
It's hard to say, isn't it, at this point?
What,
It depends
because Steve's in the room, you mean?
Well, no, just because we don't know what the situation is.
Okay, well, let's say we're on a sinking ship, all right? So you're going to have to rescue one of us, drag us into the dinghy.
It's going under. You know, in 30 seconds, okay, this ship's going to go under and drag you down and you're going to die, right? And our legs are trapped and you've got enough time to untangle one set of legs. Whose legs do you untangle?
Now, just because my legs are long does not necessarily mean it's more complicated.
No, it's exactly the same amount of time. Just have to make a choice. A terrible choice that Steve would not, hate you for.
Well, no, listen.
He won't be around for long. He's going to drown in 30 seconds. Forget him.
Bear in mind this, Karl. You are going to be stuck in a dinghy with Ricky Gervais, and who knows how long that's going to take. Think of all the head squeezing that's going to be going on, the comments, the wind-up. And do you honestly think that he's going to, if there's any provisions, that he's going to split them evenly with you? I mean, he's going to have drunk all the water, and there's only going to be about half an hour in. The food's going to be gone. Look at his gut. Look how much, of the food he's going to have to eat, the baked beans that you've got on board. Whereas me, you know how generous I am. I'm always sort of helping you out.
Oh, there we go, Karl. I think he's put the nail in his own coffin there. You know how generous I am, Karl. Let's talk about that, Karl. Come on, think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, have you forgot about that, Steve?
What?
the time when we went for a coffee and we had to have a bit of a heated debate about the 50p change.
Yeah, you owed me 50p, and you decided you didn't want to give it to me because it was only 50p. And my point was, it's not a question of 50p, it's the fact that it's not your decision to decide not to give it to me. If I want to be generous, that's my decision. But you can't go, oh, it's only 50p, Steve.
It's my decision who
But you just given him a free keg of beer.
Yeah.
No, but yes, but that did not come to you, and you didn't pay for the free keg of beer. It was a promotional thing that was sent to you.
It's the same thing as the way I gave Suzanne my leaving present from my last job.
A lot of people may not be aware of this if they haven't heard us talk about it before. Yes, but you had a gift from your work as you were leaving after however many years of service, which you then gave straight to your girlfriend without telling her that it had been received from people at work.
Doesn't matter, she looked at the camera. It's the same thing as you. You wanted that lager that I got for free. It hasn't cost you anything. It doesn't matter where I got it from.
So you now decide, because you've given me a free crate of lager, that you can now say, oh, actually, I'm not, in the future, I'll just take your money, Steve, on a whim.
Well, listen, stop arguing like this. You're rocking the dinghy. Karl, have some of my cheese.
Imagine he would ever say that. Can you imagine him ever offering you any of his cheese?
Are you going to save Karl, mate?
I don't want to say.
Well, think about it. And
I might do a sort of a for and against or something, and then sort of, so the conclusion is...
Okay, all right.
Quite a long answer.
Well, I've been waiting for this for a week. It's a regular feature now.
It's Karl's diary.
When we read from Karl's diary. Karl decided to keep a diary. He's gone through with it. I can see it there. It's massive. It's a huge desk diary that he has to carry around with him. And the pages are getting full up. You're really keeping to this.
Yeah.
Right, this is extracts from Karl's diary.
Did podcast and went for an Italian with Ricky and Steve. Italian place is good. We've been there a few times. I always have the same thing, spaghetti. Can't remember what everyone else had. Last time we went there, Steve had little octopuses with pasta. You could see that they were octopuses. They hadn't been cut up or anything. My rule is that I only eat stuff that looks nice when it's alive.
Nice.
A cow, a chicken, some fish.
Right.
An octopus is an odd-looking thing alive. Even worse when it's dead and limp. It looks
I
like
agree.
it just shouldn't have been sat in the spaghetti.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Ricky drew another picture of my head. We've given a few of them away as prizes, but he draws so many of them that they won't be worth as much anymore. Everyone will eventually have one. Like those pictures of a boy crying that caused houses to burn down in the 1980s.
What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
It's just some kid. My auntie Nora had one, and it was just like
Picture.
a kid.
What?
With like a blue jumper on, and it's like a painting, not a photo.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he's just crying.
Like a chocolate box, really awful, sort of sugary.
And what happened is they found out that a load of houses were being set on fire or burst into flames, whatever. And the weird thing was,
oh, it's bollocks.
every house that burnt down had that photo.
Yeah, because every house had that picture in the fucking 70s and 80s.
This is idiotic.
Idiot. It's like, we're linking it to sinks. Every house that's ever burnt down had a sink.
We're linking
You're
it
talking
to
shit
sinks.
again. Carry on.
Wednesday. Saw a homeless bloke. I'm surprised that no companies have thought about sponsoring the homeless. Something like a clothing company. Give them some clothes that have an advert on the back. Everyone's a winner.
Good idea.
Not bad, is it?
Got on the tube to Camden. Read in a free newspaper that hedgehogs could be gone by 2025. I think I've seen more dead hedgehogs than alive ones anyway, so I don't think I'll miss them. Went round to Ricky's house and had a game
What a
of pool.
fun fact.
It should have been nice and relaxing, but Jane gave me some cake, and Ricky said I can't play pool if my hands are all sticky from cake.
It was the sugar. And it wasn't that either. After he'd finished it, they weren't just sticky. He was licking his fingers, sucking his fingers off, and then was going to pick up pool cues and touch things. And I was thinking, go and wash your hands after licking your hands. You're not a cat.
This turned into an argument when I said I didn't want to wash my hands.
Why didn't he?
He goes for a piss all the time without washing his hands and then squeezes my head. I know I prefer to have lemon cake crumbs on my head than knob juice.
Oh, God. Knob
I
juice.
was going to do a crossword, but I'm tired and have learnt enough today.
Oh, God.
What have you learned?
Well, the stuff about hedgehogs and that.
What a learning experience.
Was on my way to my mates and I got on a train. Got close to a station but realised I needed a wee. Was about to go in a cubicle when a blind man with a dog who was bumbling his way through the walkway came around. I said, "Are you after the toilet?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "It's on your right." I shouldn't have let him go first as he took ages and it would be my stop soon. The dog waited outside the cubicle. I was going to stroke it, but then I remembered someone telling me that you shouldn't. Don't know
Why
why that
not?
is.
Because something to do with the owner should be the only one who sort of deals with that dog, and you shouldn't.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
you
I've
shouldn't
heard
stroke it because you'll
that.
cover it in fucking lemon cake.
No, but just because, you know, if you stroke it and that, it might like me and want to go off with me, and he'll come out and be
Oh, right.
lost and stuff.
Yeah.
That's possible.
A few people have sent this in, including Paul, the party animal Parker.
Oh,
For some reason, we've just assumed
He's
he's in
back.
school. I don't think there's any actual proof of that. But do
I
you think...
reckon he left in June, and he's doing sort of bits and pieces, but he's still not a party animal.
Do you think he can hold down a job? Is he just partying so hard that...
He can hold
Millhouse.
down a job. He often arrives late,
Sure.
and the boss, who's in an overall, go, "Parker, you're late again." He goes, "Yeah, talk to the hand." Yeah.
I think that he's the sort of guy that he'll just happily say, "Listen, I survive on 4 hours sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to work, I've not slept at all."
But I think he comes in with his headphones blaring, right, on a skateboard, and the bloke goes up to him, the old bloke, right, the old fuddy-duddy
Right.
bloke, goes, "You stupid idiot, you can't work there." He goes, "Chill out, man," and in 2 minutes, he's got him dancing.
I know what he's like. Yeah, he is just like, he just can't resist it because he's just a fun guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paul and a few other people have sent in this piece of information they've discovered from one of the more respected news networks. The headline is this: female kidney turns lumberjack onto housework.
Right.
Now, a Croatian lumberjack apparently has claimed that he started enjoying housework and knitting after he was given a female kidney. He claims he's going to
What?
sue his local health authority because he says he's become a laughingstock.
Oh, God.
He used to enjoy heavy drinking sessions and things.
What
The kidney
idiots are
transplant saved his
these?
life, but they never warned me about the side effects. I've developed a strange passion for female jobs, like ironing, sewing, washing dishes, sorting clothes in wardrobes, and even knitting.
Well, if he likes it, what's the problem? It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Hold on, though. What makes me laugh is he's become a laughing stock. So what do you do when you become a laughing stock? Tell the newspapers.
Well, yeah.
Tell the newspapers about it.
Yeah,
'cause then
right.
that'd keep it completely under wraps.
But
Then.
it's the sort of medical nonsense that Carl would normally come out with.
Absolutely. That you know, you take on the personality of the person who gave you their blood.
Exactly. It's like those old horror stories, you get given a murderer's hand.
Yeah.
You go around killing.
But there can be certain medical things that would change the way you
Here
think
we
and
go.
would change you as a person. Say like how they can do face transplants now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't quite understand how this face transplants work because do you get a choice of who you have? If you have something done to your face and you go, it's burnt or whatever, or something happens to you and you need a face transplant.
Well, if you totally changed your appearance, then you would eventually change because of how people reacted to you.
Yeah, but
if you gave yourself the head of an elephant, soon you wouldn't be yourself because
I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have that. That's what I'm saying. If they had a catalogue and they said, "Here's some faces you can have. Pick which one you want."
Yeah.
Would you be looked upon badly if you go, "Do you know what? I don't really like the look of any of them. Can I just wait for a better face?" Or at this moment in time, have you just
Who's
got
giving faces?
Carl, there's no one looking through catalogues at faces they might be able to have.
No, they do now because of the face transplant thing.
But who are these people putting their face up for? They wait till someone.
Yeah, I know, but at some point, well, I tell you what, I would not have a face transplant if I haven't seen the face before I'm going to have it.
That's stupid.
I want to see what I'm having. Because I could end up with anything. You mentioned an elephant's head. What do you know what I mean? Whose head are they going to use? Is it the latest thing that's died? Oh, well, this got run over before. Yeah, I'll stick this on your head.
Where's this come from?
It's on your head.
Where are these faces queuing up to be popped on a skull? Where do you think they have got time to put all these...
The way he
Maybe
thinks
this is why it
about
won't
these
catch on.
things.
I don't know.
This is extraordinary. You've created in your own head the existence of this pamphlet, and now you're defending it, even though we don't know it even exists.
And you're this skull on a hospital bed going, "I'm not having that. I don't like the look of it. It looks a bit shifty. No, I don't like that. Oh no."
Can I ask this now? Let's say we'd passed away sadly in something terribly tragic. The nation's mourned. It's terrible. It's like one of the great national disasters. But you, at the same time, you survived the accident, okay, but your face is hideously disfigured. You can take either Ricky's face or mine to have.
I'm surprised you're asking this, though, Steve.
He's not having it.
I mean, it's just, it doesn't seem like any of them is like a great option.
Oh, thanks.
And this is what I'm saying about the catalogue. If those two were on offer, I might go, "Do you know what? Pop in again tomorrow. Bring in another booklet."
Pop in again tomorrow.
This is from Anne-Marie. She says that she loves the podcast. She listens with her 7-month-old baby. That cannot be a good idea. And she says this to
a
you,
good
Carl.
idea.
If you had children, what is the most important lesson you'd want to teach them?
I mean, in a way, if you sort of look after a kid too much, it doesn't learn that much. But if you let it learn by its mistakes,
That's true.
it'll probably grow up all right.
But there are some mistakes you can't afford it to make to learn from.
Yeah, driving a car the wrong way down a motorway.
Testing if the fire really is hot.
No, but say like the time...
Does broken glass really taste horrible? These are lessons you don't want it to learn from mistakes.
You can tell them that.
Yeah,
but what I
exactly.
mean is, there's certain things that I just think there was a kid who grew up in our avenue, right, on the estate, who, when it was born, right, we kind of thought it's got no chance, this kid, because its man was a bit of a rumman.
Roman?
A rumman? Where's that?
No, just like, she like going out and having a fag and like having a drink, and she's never at home. It's the one who had the horse in the house.
Sure.
Right? Which I don't want to go over.
Sure. It's old news.
It's out there.
The
innit,
one who
if you
had
want
the
to find
horse
out
in the
about
house?
But she had a kid, and everyone was pretty surprised when they saw it because it was a good-looking kid. Right? She was surprised because, like, the man wasn't that good-looking, the dad was a bit rough. But it came out, and she was showing it around the avenue, going, "Look at this I've had." And she was chuffed with it because it's probably like one of the newest things she's ever had, because everything else was always sort of second down and what have you. But suddenly she's got this brand new little baby, right? Anyway, as it grew up, right, those looks went.
Right.
And I'm not talking getting old, I'm talking by the age of about 3.
Oh, God.
It looked rough already.
Oh,
right?
no.
And all that just happened because
that can happen if
that's
you don't
the life it was
take
in,
care of
right?
Yeah.
the kid.
So like it had like a patchy head. Its hair.
It had a patchy head.
A patchy head. It's just sort of.
It wasn't a North
stressful.
American Indian. What do you mean, a patchy head?
Just his hair was patchy. He used to chase sort of cars and stuff.
It's cars. Sorry. What do you mean?
That's what he did for his.
Sorry, did she let it get raised by wolves?
No. But all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, what is it that makes a person? Do you know what I mean? Now, I don't know what state he's in now, but maybe he learned all his mistakes by the age of 4. I'm guessing he's not chasing cars now, but at least he's done it.
I'm guessing he is.
Do you know what I mean? At least he can go, yeah, I've been there, done that, and you don't go back to it, and you can get away with doing dafter things
Smoking
when
as
you're
well.
a kid, can't you? I nearly killed a man once, right?
Whoa!
Oh, okay, right.
No, that time when I was in Wales and I was having a walk with my dad on
What?
the cliffs and that,
Carl,
I just picked
just
up a big
randomly.
rock, right? Chucked it off the edge, and as I chucked it off the edge, I noticed a fella was walking down below,
Jeez.
and I missed his head by like inches.
Oh wow!
Now, I've never chucked a rock off a bridge or like off a cliff or anything.
And it only took one man to almost lose his life for you to learn that lesson.
Yeah, but that's how you learn your lessons,
Yeah.
isn't it?
See, a lot of people would have said that maybe your dad should have said, "Wait, Carl, what are you doing?"
No, but he didn't know I was doing it. I didn't say I'm going to chuck this off here. I just picked it up and chucked it. And like, as I let go of it, I noticed a fella was down there. You live and you learn. That's a little mantra.
Right.
You live
Okay.
and you learn. So the woman who's had the kid, sort of look after it, feed it, make sure it's got shoes and that, but let it roam about.
Great.
There's the advice for you, Anne-Marie.
I love that.
Good luck. Just let your 7-month-old baby roam about. Carl, a lot of people are absolutely fascinated to find out how you met Suzanne, your girlfriend of how long?
Ages.
Yeah. And they can't comprehend how
10, 15 years.
Well, I suppose that there's any woman out there.
Well, there's someone
Who
for
would-
everyone, isn't there?
yeah.
That's always my thing. And it's reassuring, I think. You know, we've chatted about the face transplants and that. You know, there's a face for everyone.
It's philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really unbelievable.
No, there is someone for everyone, no matter what
Yeah.
condition you're in or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I read
That's
on
what he
email,
believes.
someone emailed in an old Chinese proverb. It's something about everything, no matter what it is, has got one talent. And that's the same way in a relationship, innit? That everyone, you know, there's always someone out there and that. I like the Chinese, there's another Chinese proverb that I learned on an email.
Go on.
He who cuts the wood up warms himself twice.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then someone
That makes
sent in
sense.
that one about too many Chinese cooks spoil the broth.
Why is that's?
Why is
I don't know
Chinese?
who slipped the word Chinese in there, but
Yeah,
I
exactly.
there's too many cooks.
Well, it was
spoiled.
just all sort of Chinese
It's too many cooks.
proverbs and that.
One of my favourite on the same
Too
subject
many
is
Chinese cooks spoil the
a camel is a horse designed by committee.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's having a go at the camel, and it shouldn't. But it's just, it's just a metaphor. And if you wanted to design a horse and you had that vision, but you let 12 people in the room have their say, it wouldn't come out as you wanted it to do, and it wouldn't be
Yeah.
as good. A vision is more perfect than committee, because everyone having their say, it becomes anodyne, it becomes compromised. Whereas the best things you can do is have an idea and have a vision and auteur that.
Rick, can I just say now, I can tell from his look that he's thinking, which committee designed the camel?
Well, I'd say,
Yeah, I
who-
was
why
thinking
would
like
you
this.
request the ump bit? Because that's just going to get in the way, isn't it? I've
God.
always said that about a lot of animals. It's
Carl
like we've
is-
doubled up on a lot of them. We've chatted about elephants and mammoths,
Wow.
one or the other.
One or the other.
And that's the same with a camel. I'd have that up there as what they're doing. They were good years ago in the Jesus times and that. Don't need them now. You know what I mean? We've moved on.
Jesus times. Don't do that.
Well, not people who use camels to cross deserts.
Yeah.
Bedouin communities.
I'm going to throw
I
some
swear.
animals at you, and you tell how you'd have improved them if you'd have
Okay,
been
we go.
designing them. Okay?
All in animals
The
slash bugs.
octopus.
Amazing.
So I can now go back. I can look at them and go, what are they doing?
The
And
conversation is
where
always
have they
amazing.
gone wrong? What's up with you? How could you improve it? Like the camel, you go lose the amp.
I'd probably give it a bit more of a body. Cut down on the arms.
What?
And give it some bones, because I don't understand all
That's
this
just a
getting in
human.
jar is good. When does it want to get in a jar?
What?
It says
Well, it only wants to get in a
Getting
jar
in a
according
jar?
to your stories.
no, but there's something that says it can get in a jar because it hasn't got any bones. But I don't know why it want to do that in the first place.
Easy.
I can't even begin to answer that. Once again, you've claimed that you've read that they like to get in jars. I mean, how do they know that octopus like to get in jars?
Oh God! You can improve on an octopus. Millions and millions of years of evolution, making it perfect for its surroundings. Okay, another animal for you then, Carl.
Giraffe.
What are they adding to the world? What are they doing?
Well, it's not about what they add to the world,
No, but
is
I thought that's what everything's about. It's about things are here for a reason.
No.
The reason they're here is because they didn't die. That's it.
No, but
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
A lot of animals that are like.
Do you think there's a lot of cheating?
They're not
is that what you're
extinct.
saying? There's
I'm
a
just
lot
saying,
of
there just
doubling
seems to be a
up.
lot of doubling up.
Yeah, so you get it down to like 8 animals that represented all of it. So okay, who would get in your team? You can choose 8 animals.
This is what I'm saying. If I was Noah, I would have gone like, hang on a minute. I've just seen something that looks a bit like this. Let it drown and have a clear out. But he didn't. He was messing about saving everything.
He was instructed by God to save everything. To be fair to him.
Yeah, but if he's been given that job, for me, he's sort of manager of that job. With
So you believe
with
Noah as
management.
well? You believe Noah happened as well, and he built a boat big enough to catch 2 of every species. You actually believe that as fact, do you?
Well, it's out there in book form.
Brilliant.
We haven't answered the question that we started with. How did you meet Suzanne?
All right.
Thanks.
Completely forgot about that. Oh wow.
Chimpanzee, that monkey, you.
Okay.
There was
There
this
we go.
airline, and was having a lot of problems, and a lot
What,
of
pilot's too tall?
Yeah, the cabin was so tiny.
Only bananas were allowed in the cockpit for fuel.
No.
Anyway, there was a lot of strikes.
Know what's gonna happen,
going on,
so
right?
they're messing with it.
I don't know what it was about. It was over money or whatever.
Yes.
And the
Money or
Get someone that
whatever.
doesn't need money.
yeah, but
Well,
But what else could you pay something in,
well,
Rick? I mean, everyone
peanuts.
would-
So-
okay, peanuts or fruit. Yeah.
so anyway, the boss of the airline, he had like one pilot who he could trust, right? And that was his son.
Right.
But the problem is with a lot of these planes, you need 2 pilots.
Of course you do.
And he's like, if only I had 2 sons, but he didn't. There's no point harping on about it. Right?
Sure.
He runs an airline.
He runs an airline, yeah.
But how many pilots are there? Because there must be loads.
No, there's loads, but the problem is a lot of them are going on strike.
Ah.
And each week you can see that we're struggling here. We
But how
haven't
can
got
they
enough-
just close it down?
No,
Anyway,
you can't do that,
no,
Rick.
I can't-
Of course you
It's
can't.
costing him a
do that, it's
fortune if he closes it down.
Yeah, but one plane's not going to make a difference in an airline, is it?
No, it's all the
It's all
planes.
the planes, mate.
So the son, he's flying the planes and that. He's getting worried for his dad because of his business. It's falling
Sure.
apart. He's like, anyway, listen,
Well, one plane won't make any difference.
don't worry about it. We've found someone who you can work with. He said he's staying over near the sort of quarantine area where all the animals are kept
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
right, okay.
They won't be looking in there. They won't bother.
No.
So he's like, all right.
But
he'll
there's
see
no
you-
animal that could be a co-pilot, that's why.
I'll see you. He'll meet up with you in the cockpit. I'm like,
He'll meet up in the cockpit, yeah, sure.
So anyway, he gets in there, he meets them. At first, a little bit of a shock who he's going to be working with, but
Why?
he's thinking, as long as I can keep my dad's business alive, I can
Not with
keep a
one
job.
plane.
Everyone's happy. Then one day, what happens is a little bit of a problem.
Oh, dear.
Well, what
Oh.
happened is one woman who was on the plane got a bit peckish, right?
Right.
Okay.
And said to the air hostess woman, said, "I'm a little bit peckish. Have you got any sort of nibbles and that?" She went, "No, I got a sandwich." She said, "I don't really want a sandwich. You want something, like the usual stuff that planes give out, just like a bag of nuts or something."
What, are they not giving those out yet?
So no, they don't give it for some reason. She was like, "Look, we've stopped giving out the nuts. We can get you
That's
a sandwich."
strange,
And the woman's
yeah.
like, "I don't want a sandwich. I just want some nuts." Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
A sandwich is quite a big meal and what have you. I just want some nibbles, some nuts.
Well, that's not available.
So I
Done. End
can't
of story.
get- so
End
she
of
said, "Well,
story.
you're saying there aren't any nuts." She said, "But earlier I saw you put a tray outside the cockpit, right? It had a sandwich on it, 2 Cokes and 2 bags of nuts." She said, "So you're saying there aren't any, but the pilot's getting
Well,
them."
aren't they now? That was the last 2 packets. Done.
No.
So
So
Ricky wants it to end.
Well, I'll go and have a word with the pilot myself because you only put them out there a few minutes ago. He can't have eaten
You
them yet.
can't.
I want
You
some.
you
I'm
cannot
going
go-
over.
no, no.
I know, this
Yeah,
is it. This
you
is
can't
she
meet
was
the
saying you
pilot.
cannot go over. She's going,
No.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to go over because
No,
I feel
no,
like
you
I'm being
can't.
lied to.
No, you can't.
So she goes, starts,
No,
and,
there's
and
no
the
way.
pilot can
Well, they
hear all
can't
this
get in anyway.
chat about the nuts and what have you, and he's thinking, what's going on out there?
Yeah.
He opens the door.
Yeah.
She gets a glance in. The monkey sat there with headphones.
Fucking bollocks.
Okay, guys, that was episode 8 of the Ricky Gervais Show. Nuts. I mean, Carl is getting more and more crazier by the episode with his stories and his theories and his logics. But the highlight of the episode since last week has been the diary. It's hilarious. It's so much fun. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this episode. I will continue this journey and I will watch episode 9 next. So go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when these new episodes are coming out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.